What's good? What good? I'm a Beast podcast. It's been a long time. It's been like 15 days since I did a video. I don't know why I haven't done a video, but I think I haven't done a video because, I don't know why, bro. So, boom. So, yeah, what's good? Today, this video gonna be short and quick and sweet and easy. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everybody's well. I'm good. Figuring things out day by day, and yeah, I got a little story I gotta tell. Like, I'm trying to do this without tearing up. I'm saying. So, I've been reading Matthews, but I never finished it. I read Matthews like, um, I read it. I started it 2 months ago, but I never finished reading Matthews. You know what I'm saying? I've been reading Matthews, right? And the reason why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling right now is because like after months of not, after like a month and a half of not reading Matthews, I was on the phone. When I was on the phone, I was sending a message to someone, right? And then this person had said, what did they say? Hold on. They said, we were talking about the prayer. We were talking about praying for people, right? This person said, no, she said, this person said, on their phone, I guess, they seen a video that was telling them, that was advising against what I said, which is just praying for people. And I said, God asks us to, God said, show love our neighbors as ourselves and love our enemies and pray for our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Why would you not pray for someone who you was once upon a time with for so long, somebody who you shared everything with, you know? Why would you not pray for them? That's what I said. I said, don't take my advice, but that was just what you know what I'm saying? And then, um, and then this person went on to say, instead of talking about how they got advice from somebody else, and the person was saying, oh, all you need to all you need to follow is the commandments, and you'll be good. Essentially, is what, from my understanding, right? Like, yeah, you need to follow the commandments. True. However, which reminded me of the story in the Bible, right? This is Matthew 19, verse 20. Okay, verse 20 is, I think it's verse 21. Yeah, verse 21. I want to read it a little bit before let me finish this real quick. And then I just remember that story. That it wasn't just, God wasn't just, Jesus wasn't just telling the guy to. So essentially, the woman, she said, okay, this girl said, the guy would give her advice, right? He told her that, because she's tripping, she's stressing, she's stressing about her life and things, how just what's going on in her life, and she's just stressing this and the third. And then apparently the guy said, you don't need to worry about a lot, just follow the commandments and you will be fine. You don't gotta do that much, just follow the commandments and you will be fine. Which is, you should follow the commandments 100%. But I think this another thing that is, it goes hand in hand with something else, which maybe I could be wrong, and take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. Don't take it and run with it. And this podcast is not a religious podcast. It's just me and my like my thoughts and things of that nature about what I'm reading, and I'm like, well, I want to share this, So it's not a religious podcast, because if you come on here one day and you find you're talking about basketball, soccer, football, then you know, I came here for you to talk about Jesus. Nah, this is not the podcast. I talk about a lot of things. Basically, what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through, my life, my journey, this and the third. That's what you can find on my podcast. But I tell the girl, I said, what you just said reminded me of a story in the Bible, which is Matthew, chapter 19, verse 21. But I don't know if I would like to read from verse 15 to all the way down, or I could just read from 9 to 20, verse 21 and call it and be good, right? Let me tell you a little story, backstory. Okay, so at this time, Jesus is walking around the cities and he's healing people, right? And then when he's healing people, the Pharisees come to him and start questioning him, like, "Are you really who you say you are?" Then what is? Because basically they're questioning him about Moses, the law of Moses, because Jesus just came with his new with a new religion, and then they ask him about Moses, and like, well, Moses said we can divorce a woman, we can divorce our wives, and he just started talking about how that's not okay, and how the only time you should divorce your wife is if for sexual immoralities and things of that nature. But if you do divorce your wife and it's not for sexual immoralities, then you have committed adultery, and then boom, and then it goes down, and they start talking about kids, and then the kids came, and then people were like, "Oh, don't let this foolish kid touch, just come over here," and then it's like, "No, let this kid in, no, let him in, come on now," and he started, you know what I'm saying, with the kids, and then after that, you go down. So right now I'm about to explain to you verses 21, and I'm gonna read it. So the verse, so we get to the point where a man goes up to Jesus and then taps Jesus, and then Jesus just turns around, and then basically they start having a conversation, and he goes, "What do I need to do to enter the kingdom of heaven?" Heaven, and Jesus said, "Oh, just follow the commandments." And the guy said, "Oh, okay, well, what if I've done that already?" And then Jesus said, "Then sell all your possessions, right?" And the man walked away sad, right? When you're reading this, bro, the reason why I'm on the verge, like, is because I finally get it. I finally get it. I read this a month and a half ago. I haven't finished it, but I finally get what he meant by go sell all your possessions, bro. This man is speaking in parables. This man is speaking in parables. Hey, take what I'm about to tell you with it. Oh, take what I'm about to tell you with a grain of salt, bro. Don't run with it, bro. This is just me, bro. Like, this is just me, like, trying to get an understanding of what's going on. I've been praying heavy too, so I'm not saying this is exactly what it means, y'all. But I came to this. This came to me yesterday, as I was sending a voice note back to this girl, and I got into it, and I was like, "Wait, hold on, wait, what? Did I just break that down? Did I? Because what I thought it meant go sell your possessions, just like anybody else would, like, go sell your possessions, right?" Oh my goodness gracious, excuse my French. Okay, let's do this. I thought it meant sell all your possessions, right? Yeah, let me read. I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read this to you real quick. Excuse my French. Excuse my reading is a bit off. Yeah. He said, and this is verse 18. And the man came up to him, and then okay, a man came up to him. This is verse 16. A man came up to him and said, "Teacher, what good deed must I do to have eternal life?" And then he said to him, "Why do you ask about what is good? There's only one who is good. And if you would enter life, keep the commandments." And he said, "Which ones?" He said, you should not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witnesses, honor your mother and father, and you shall love your neighbors as yourself." And the young man said to him, "All of this have kept. What do I still lack?" And then Jesus said to him, if you would be perfect, go sell what you possess and give to the poor, and you you will you will have treasures in heaven, and come follow me." When the young man heard this, he went away sorrowfully, and sorrowfully, for he had great possessions. Read that for yourself, because obviously I was, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, the man came up to him and asked him, he asked him, "What should I do?" And he said, "You should follow the commandments of still that's something, love yourself, love your neighbors as you will yourself, honor your mother and father." You know what I'm saying? It's not a third, and he's kept that, right? And then he said, He said, well, if you want to continue to like, building that relationship, because you can never be perfect. It's hard. You can't be perfect. You know, there's only one. He even said about it. God said, why do you want to be? Why do you want to be good? There is only one that is good. Who is good? We're just talking about God, who's one who's good, right? So then he says, be perfect. If you want to be perfect, see, you go sell your possession. Go give possessions. Go give to the poor, and you will have treasures in heaven. And then you feel me. But the whole point that I'm here, so basically, I finally understand what this verse meant. Like, because I think, because that's what he thought too. That's why he walked away sad. So when he walked away sad to me, he's like, oh. And then when he said, because he walked away sorrowfully because he had great possessions. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta sell it. All my possessions, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But nah, it's not the possessions you gotta sell. You don't have to sell for your possessions. The reason why, and I was also reading it. Jose. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's Hosea, right? And in there, the city was just going crazy, and God was just mad. God was mad. He was ready to go crazy in Israel. Like, it was just living for themselves, idolizing each other, and not giving them praise or like nothing, acknowledging him or anything. So he was hot. He was hot with the city. He was done. And then so coming back here, when he says go sell all your possessions, it's because he's not saying go sell your possessions. He's saying, because on earth we idolize our possessions, and God doesn't want us to idolize our possessions because he wants us to spend that time. Because when you idolize your possessions, it's like you don't really give time, because God doesn't want, first of all, he doesn't want us to have any idols, and when you idolize your possessions, you don't have that time with him anymore, because you're so focused on your. That's why this Israel in the book of Hosea was under so much fire, under so much unfaithfulness, and so much like they just bad. And so they were like that because they were idolizing themselves, they were idolizing the kings, they were idolizing every mankind, they idolized everything, and they didn't give God praise or acknowledgement of anything of nature. And that's why the city was so bad. And here, the reason why he says give your possessions, because our possessions take too much of our time on this planet. We give him so much time in our possessions, and it gets to the point where we idolize them. That time and energy we're putting in idolizing that possession, we could be spending that time with God. We could be giving him that time. We could be spending that time cultivating that relationship, building that strong bond. Which is why he said sell all your possessions. It doesn't actually mean sell all your possessions. What he's saying is like, don't idolize your possessions. Understand? You're idolizing your possessions too much. You're putting your possessions above me. You understand? Because I come first. And now you put your possessions above me. So therefore now you must sell them. That's what they use the word sell. It doesn't mean go sell your house, go sell your car. It just means put me first. Put me first. Put me above your car. Put me above your house. Put me above your makeup. Put me above your workout. Like make time with me. Spend time with me. Praise me. Worship me. Acknowledge me. Lean on me. Look for me. Have a relationship with me. Talk to me. That's what he wants. And that's what that means. Like, sell your possessions. The man walked away sad. And then he says right here, giving to the poor and things of that nature. That's like already self-explained. Like just being helpful to the people that are poor, just helping them out or whatever you can. Like that's already self-explained. Help the poor, bro. Just help out to the poor. Give back to the poor. It just means like, yeah, that's the thing. It just blew my mind, and I have to share that with you guys. But if you have a different idea of what that means, and please by all means share this with me, because this is not, I'm not saying that's what it pump off the head, that's what it means, but that's how I interpreted it. But that's a month and a half after of reading it, and then I'm sitting and I'm like, oh, God just wants us to give that time to him, because those possessions, we put him on the throne. He wants us to take those possessions off the throne and put God there and give him all the praise. And spend time with him. And give him our energy and just talk to him and cultivate a relationship with him. That is it, and that's all. So you don't have to sell. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to sell your iPhone. Just don't want you. Just don't idolize your phone, bro. Don't idolize it. Because nowadays it's easy to idolize our phones. It's easy to be on the internet just scrolling. It's easy to do all of that when you can. But instead of you will do all of that, but won't make time to read the Bible. You can do all of this, but won't make time to talk to God. You can do all of that, but won't make time to. You know what I'm saying? It's just little small acknowledgements, little by little. You don't have to do nothing crazy, you know. So yeah, just remove our positions and don't idolize him. Take him off the throne and put God there. And all that time that we were giving our possessions, all that time that we were idolizing, now we idolize him and spend that time with him in his presence. That is what I believe that means. So, but if you think otherwise, then by all means. Yeah, so when the girl did told me that, and I just remember this story. Essentially, what it means is like, okay, cool, you can follow the commandments, but you're still idolizing all these people. You're still idolizing your phone. You're still idolizing anything that you're idolizing, bro. It can mean anything. The celebrities, car, your room, your makeup, your anything. So you're following the commandments, but you're not. You're idolizing other things. You understand? Because it has to go in hand. You gotta follow the commandments. You can't just follow the commandments and then idolize other stuff, other things, and think that's all. That's it. That's all you need to do. Nah, that's not. That's not all you need to do. There's like then you have to do that as well. You understand? So, yeah, that's my little bit of my what happened, and I just thought that was interesting, and I wanted to share that. So, don't go before you go selling your all of your possessions, because I thought I had to sell my possessions, which I don't have anything, and I have no problem selling my possessions. But this I gotta think, okay, if I sell all my possessions, then how am I gonna live? You know, how am I gonna live? But obviously, don't sell your possessions. Just don't idolize them, because that give all that energy. Idolize him. Put God at the forefront. Is, you know what I'm saying, help. You know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. But anyways, let me get off this. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't comment, don't subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I'll be back again. I'll see you guys on the other side.